Dear students, today we will be discussing the topic the human cell and its structure. The background, we are seeing the cell with its various components. The important components are the cell membrane, which is seen on the outside, and then the nucleus, the various intracellular organelles that will be present in the cytoplasm. We will be discussing in detail the various components of the cell. The word cell is derived from the Latin word cella, which means small room. Cell is the basic structural, functional and biological unit of all living organisms. So, cell is the basic structural, functional and biological unit of all known organisms. It consists of cytoplasm enclosed within a membrane. The principal parts of a cell you can see in this picture. This is the cell membrane, so which covers the cell. This is the cell membrane, and the other one is the cytoplasm. This is the cytoplasm, which consists of two parts. One is the fluid part and the other is the organelles. The fluid part of cytoplasm is known as cytosol, and the other component are the organelles, each with a specific shape and function. It means there are several organelles which we are going to study. Each of the organelle has a specific shape and function. So these contribute for the functioning of the cell. Then the third component is the nucleus. This is the nucleus. This contains the DNA molecules that are concerned with the genetic information, and these are packed in thread-like structures called chromosomes. So the principal parts of a cell are cell membrane, the cytoplasm, which contains the cytosol, the fluid part, and the various organelles which you are seeing in this picture, and the nucleus, which contains the genetic material that is packed in thread-like structures called chromosomes. The cells are made up of fundamental biological molecules of life that are present in the cytoplasm. These biological molecules are proteins, lipids, carbohydrates and nucleic acids. These biological molecules contain biomolecules. What are these biomolecules? The biomolecules are the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. What are the different types of cells? The different types of cells we will see are the eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells. So what are these eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells? The eukaryotic cells contain a nucleus and organelles formed by membrane. We are seeing a eukaryotic cell with a nucleus and membrane bound organelles. The examples for eukaryotic cells can be unicellular organisms the examples of which is the fungus and protozoa. They are eukaryotic cells. Then the multicellular organisms that come under the eukaryotic cells, they are seen in the plants, animals and human beings. Eukaryotic means the cells that contain a nucleus, because karyon means nucleus, and these cells contain the membrane-bound organelles. They are seen in the unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. The other type of cell which you are seeing here is called the prokaryotic cell. So what does the prokaryotic cell contains? It will not contain a nucleus. We are not seeing the nucleus or membrane-bound vesicles. They are not seen in the prokaryotic cell, and they are seen only in the unicellular organisms. That is, the example is the bacteria. We have seen that there are two types of cells. One is the eukaryote, the other is the prokaryote. The difference between the two is the eukaryote contains the nucleus and membrane-bound organelles in the cell, whereas the prokaryote does not contain the nucleus and the membrane-bound organelles. And what will be the number of cells in the human body? The human body contains 100 trillion cells of 200 different varieties. So the human body contains 100 trillion cells and there are of 200 different varieties. In this picture, you can see some of these cells. This is a sperm cell and this is the smooth muscle cell. This is the epithelial cell. This is the nerve cell and this is the red blood cell. What will be the size of a typical cell? A typical cell is 10 micrometers in size. What is this micrometer? It's a unit of measurement used for cell. 1 micrometer, which is represented by the symbol that is shown here, is the symbol for the micron or micrometer, which is a metric unit of measure for length, and it is about 1/10 of a millimeter. This it is 0.001 millimeter. There is another unit of measurement that is used for measuring the intracellular organelles. That is the nanometer, which is represented by this symbol, and it is about 1,000th of a micrometer, and it is represented as point followed by 5 zeros and 1. So the units of measurements that are used for measuring the cell and the intracellular organelles, the nucleus, and then the plasma membrane. Those units of measurement are the micron or micrometer, which is 1/10 of a millimeter, and the nanometer, which is about 1,000th of a micrometer. Now we will consider the various components in the cell and their structure. One is the cell membrane. The cell membrane, structurally, it is about 8 to 10 nanometers in width, and it is trilaminar, containing 3 layers. So there is a lipid bilayer and a protein layer. So the trilaminar cell membrane contains the proteins, carbohydrates and lipids. Here you can see the fluid mosaic model of the cell membrane, which is containing the proteins, the carbohydrates and the lipids. And what is the function of the cell membrane? It maintains the shape of the cell and it controls passage of substances to and from the cell. These are the functions of the cell membrane, which is concerned with the maintenance of shape of cell and control of substances that are passing from the cell and after considering the cell membrane or plasma membrane, now let us see the other component, that is the nucleus. So if you see this image, this is the image of transmission electron microscope, which shows the nucleus about 10,000 times more magnification. And what will be the structure of it? It contains a bilaminar membrane known as the nuclear membrane, and this nuclear membrane presents small pores in it. So this is the bilaminar nuclear membrane with pores. This is the nuclear sap, which is rich in deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA, which is the genetic material. And you will see one or two nucleoli, which are spherical structures that produce the ribosomes. Then what are the functions of the nucleus? And this nucleus contains the hereditary material. It contains the genetic code in the DNA, which is required for the protein synthesis. And the nucleus controls the cell structure and activities. So the structure of nucleus is a bilaminar membrane with pores. Within the membrane you are seeing the nuclear sac, which contains the genetic material, and the nucleoli, which produce the ribosomes. And the nucleus contains the hereditary material and it is required for the synthesis of proteins, and it controls the cell structure and activity. The other component in the cell is the cytoplasm. We have discussed the cell membrane and the nucleus. And the third component is the cytoplasm, which consists of two components. What are they? They are the cytosol and intracellular organelles. The cytosol is the fluid component of it, and it contains the water, dissolved and suspended components like the glucose, carbohydrates, proteins and ions. The function of the cytosol is it is the site of many chemical reactions that are required for the survival of the cell. For example, glycolysis function, the cytoplasm component, the cytosol of it is required for this function. And what are the other components in the cell? Within the cytoplasm, there are the intracellular organelles. So what are these intracellular organelles? One is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. This is the rough endoplasmic reticulum we are seeing, which is having connection with the nuclear membrane. And then the other one is the smooth or agranular endoplasmic reticulum. This is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, This is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. See the difference in their appearance. Then the other one is the ribosomes. These are the ribosomes. Then the mitochondria. This is the mitochondria. This is another one and this is the other one. Then the Golgi apparatus. This is the Golgi apparatus. Then the lysosomes. These are the lysosomes. The centrioles. These are the centrioles. And there is the cytoskeletal framework. This is the cytoskeletal framework. And the others are the inclusions. So the various intracellular organelles are rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, centrioles, cytoskeletal framework and inclusions. Now we will consider each one of it in brief. Now we will consider each one of the individual intracellular organelles. So this is the rough endoplasmic reticulum you are seeing. It has connections with the nuclear membrane. These are the connections you are seeing. Its surface is studded with ribosomes. These are the red ones which you are seeing are the ribosomes. The function of the rough endoplasmic reticulum is concerned with protein synthesis, and the amount of rough endoplasmic reticulum is more in cells that are doing the protein synthesis. And the other one is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and this is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum which you are seeing. And the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it extends from rough endoplasmic reticulum and it is not studded with ribosomes. That's why it appears smooth. And its function is, it is concerned with the synthesis of steroids, lipids, and it is also concerned with the detoxification of toxic substances. So the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is rich in cells concerned with the synthesis of steroids and lipids, and it is more in cells that are concerned with detoxification of toxic substances. For example, the liver cells contain rich amount of smooth endoplasmic reticulum. As the liver is concerned, the function of detoxification of toxic substances. The third component which we are going to discuss here is the ribosomes. These are the ribosomes you are seeing, and these are small particles that are concerned with protein synthesis. And the other intracellular organelles are the mitochondria. These are the mitochondria you are seeing. It consists of a double-layered membrane and it is elliptical in shape. So when it is having two layers, the outer membrane is smooth and the inner membrane is folded, and these folds are called cristae. So the mitochondria are elliptical shaped structures and they have double-layered membrane. Outer membrane is smooth, inner membrane is folded and is called cristae. These are powerhouses of energy and are more in number in muscle cells and liver cells. So the mitochondria are rich in number in muscle cells and liver cells. The other component is the Golgi apparatus. See, this is the Golgi apparatus. It consists of 5 to 20 cup-shaped membranous sacs that are stacked one over the other. So the Golgi apparatus contains 5 to 20 cup-shaped membranous sacs that are stacked one over the other. It presents two surfaces. One is the convex surface, the other is the concave surface. So in relation with the convex surface, secretory vesicles will be attached to this surface, and from the concave surface where the vesicles are released. The Golgi apparatus, its function is concerned with protein synthesis, storage of protein and secretion of it, and there will be number of secretory vesicles. The other component is the lysosomes. These are the lysosomes you are seeing, and they are membrane bound vesicles containing the hydrolytic enzymes. The lysosomes are membrane bound vesicles containing hydrolytic enzymes, and their function is they are concerned with breaking down of unwanted material, that is phagocytic activity. So the function of lysosomes is phagocytic activity. Then the other intracellular organelles are the centrioles. These are the two centrioles which are rod-like structures we are seeing, and each of it contains 9 groups of 3 microtubules each, arranged in a circular fashion. And the function of the centrioles is they are concerned with the formation of spindle in mitosis and meiosis, the two types of cell division. And the other functions of centrioles are they are concerned with the movement of cilia, flagella and tail of spermatozoon. So movement of cilia, flagella and tail of spermatozoon is the function of centrioles. The other one is the cytoskeletal framework. It consists of complex network of protein fibers, and the function of this cytoskeletal framework is it is concerned with the maintenance of cell shape, the movement of cells and cell division. The other components of the intracellular organelles are the inclusions, which are non-living components of the cell, and they are not bounded by a membrane. And these inclusions are glycogen, lipids, crystals and pigments. So we have considered the 3 important components in the structure of the cell. What are the cell membrane, the nucleus and the cytoplasm. And within the cytoplasm we have considered the intracellular organelles in detail. So now you understood what is the structure of the cell and the various structural components and their functions. At the end, you have to answer for the questions. So these are the questions which will be given as assignment to you. You have to write in your notebook and submit. What is the meaning of the term cell? What is cell? What do cells contain? What are the principal parts of a cell? What are the different types of cells? And draw a neat diagram of human cell showing the various organelles. Name the various intracellular organelles and their function. Or we may ask a very brief question. Name 4 organelles of cell. So study the topic and answer these questions. Thank you.